It's really difficult to run a project where almost for everything you got to consult your general assembly of token holders or even a sub DAO. Participation rates are low. You can't really mobilize your community to make a vote. Even in the bigger projects, you see participation rates quite low. I think you just want to be pragmatic about it. You basically want to say to your community, look, guys, do you trust us as a DevCo to make all the right day-to-day decisions? And there's probably, I mean, in my ventures, there's like thousands a day that you need to quickly decide on. Do I do that? Do I not do that? You just want to delegate that to the leads who probably have the vision and can steer it in the right direction, but build in some mechanism if somehow you feel the leads are going off the rails, that it can be corrected. There's a corrective mechanism out of these decentralized foundations. It could be a replacement of the director. It could be even obviously seizing of the grounds coming out of the foundation. So let's keep it at a broader level for the generally assembling votes, and let's delegate a lot to a DevCo. So I don't see a reason why you need to now relocate to Cayman because you happen to have a foundation there. You could probably stay where you are if you like where you live, set up a pretty neutral, standard, cheap and cheerful entity as your LabCo, DevCo, and if there's some tax to be paid there for you personally, can you live with that? Well, then just pay it, you know. But again, not a judgment about people who do relocate to some of these places. The best deal is probably when you're so nomad that you can't be pinpointed to any specific jurisdiction. And we see that happen, right? People go from place to place, travel with their laptop. Vitalik has kind of set the tone there with his cat back and his and his laptop. He opens it everywhere, and it's sometimes very difficult to say where are people actually resident. The assumption is, and it's accepted, that the lead team, they shouldn't have like a 1 day payday that's happened too often. Token runs up, 1 day payday, they're not locked up. No, they get their token allocation. It's with lockups, and they are fairly incentivized to make sure that value of the project is somehow in a virtuous feedback loop into the token, and so they benefit from that together with VC if there's VC in the play. And so I think the way to your question that you can then influence what happens at the foundation should actually be like a primus inter pares, where you just have a bunch of tokens just like everybody else, and it's the token weight and it's a snapshot and so on. We all know that in reality the influence can go a little bit further, but that's probably just soft power. You know, if you are the lead of a project and you want to make some changes in the granting mechanism of your foundation, of your project's foundation, even though you don't actually control it because you're just another token holder, you speaking up and you saying, look, if Stani says this is what I would like to see happen in Aave, I think there's a good chance it's going to happen, right? It is still the founder voice that counts, but that's more the soft power component. There shouldn't be any real power, as in legally vested power, in the name of the lead team in the decentralized stack, because that may kind of remove the whole structure and introduce that circularity that I was talking about before.